What's going on, guys? It's Easy. Welcome to my channel. So the major update is here, and the familiars is one of the biggest thing happening inside the game, along with a lot of other things. But I want to focus and want to tell you guys everything that I learned about pets yesterday, seeing them in action firsthand. And now we have the blog post, so I am going to explain every little thing here. So let's dig into this. New mythical companion familiars, the dawn of familiars. Use a knowledge of the arcane to contract a mighty creature, keeping them by your side to aid in your exploit. Familiars are extraordinary companion beasts of the desert or furious being of light. Alright, there is that. Familiar skills and a utility. Each familiar has the active skill which trigger in combat automatically, and remember these skills are going to have a small cooldown every time when they are going to use those skills. Then passive skills, attributes and traits that boost their own ability and yours. Active skills are the primary skill for each familiar, which passive skill improves the stats of the familiar. Trait helps boost your various play stats such as movement speed or critical strike chance, and have the ability to utilize attributes determine the familiar power and improve these values to improve their potency. A level 1 familiar only has its active skill unlocked, which I already mentioned is going to have cooldown, and each familiar is going to come with different unique active skill, with all 6 passive skills unlocked once the familiar reaches level 30. Well, by the way, there are a lot of random passive skills that you can actually get, and they are all randomized. And there is only mention of 2 critical chance and movement speed, so there are actually a lot more, and you can find the one that you are looking for and do some mending and try to create the perfect pet for yourself. But anyway, I will get into that. Trade becomes available once a familiar reaches level 30, and are divided into 2 common categories: common and advanced. Common traits only apply to the familiar. They appear on an advanced traits stack between your currently select familiar and bonded familiar. A familiar can have a total of 6 traits. Familiar can have 4 different attributes which determine the potency of their passive skill: ferocity, agility, insight, and resilience. And if you do not understand the bonding, then there we go. This is here. This is, I think, rare. Yeah, this is the rare quality of familiar. After that is the aberrant, which is the highest one. You can see a legendary, and this is going to be the one here in this slot which is going to run around with you. That is going to be the active familiar, and these are going to be the bond one. So let's say you have a rare quality pet and all its abilities are, where was it, level 30 into 2 common. Yeah, it has all advanced skill here. And how do you know that? They will have gold color to it, so that would mean if you have 2 more rare familiars that has the rare uh, uh, attributes, or what's the thing here, familiar which is level 20 into getting advanced traits. Yeah, the traits, they have the yellow traits as well, then they are going to boost each other, or you can say they are going to help boost the trait of your active familiar. There we go, and we can bond up to 3, I think, or 6. I am not sure if it extended, but yeah, the more rare or aberrant uh, familiars you're going to have, the stronger you can make your pet. And now let's move forward. Familiars have 2 separate variants: ordinary and aberrant. Aberrant, as I mentioned, is going to be the strongest. Ordinary familiars are most common. They can be found easily and contain the valuable skills available to aid in combat and beyond. By comparison, aberrant familiar carry stronger skills, and only aberrant familiars can achieve the most advanced growth stage of physical maturity. Means they will look much bigger and badass. For more information on how to obtain aberrant familiars, read the familiar conversion. Yeah, I will get into that as well. And it is the one of the most pain thing going to be inside Diablo Immortal. Familiar acquisition. Familiar can be acquired in a few ways, mainly through a summoning contract or through purchasing damned familiar. You can do this. You can get this contract from the Niza, which is coming out really soon with the major update. Close, I mean, in the West Marsh, close to the guy, to the tavern. But anyways, let's move forward to acquire a summoning contract to talk to Niza and Niza, the witch in Westmarch, and purchase one with gold. Summoning contracts can also be obtained as event rewards, a battle pass reward, or a regular drop from killing monster in Sanctuary. So there we go. A summoning contract has a equal chance of producing each kind of familiar, blood tavern, dust parlor. It's the type or names of familiar. So it is going to be randomized, I guess. Each kind of familiar has certain active abilities they favor, so choosing specific familiar may best suit your playstyle. So you will be able to choose, I guess. And this is what it looks like, the familiar contract. And now let's move forward. Additionally, familiar can be purchased at the tamed familiar shop at level 30. Familiar can also be obtained from the shop bundles, the marketplace, so you will be able to buy from the marketplace as well for platinum, the ordinary, and the aberrant uh familiar as well. So if you guys are going to look for the aberrant familiar, then you can find that as well from the shop. And also the boon of plenty, and through events, purchasing a familiar guarantee what type of familiar you receive and whether they are ordinary or aberrant. Aberrant familiars can also be traded at Whiten Market with passive and actives fully unlocked or purchased, and varying numbers of common and advanced traits. Aberrant familiars can also be obtained through conversion. For more detail, read our section on conversion. I will get into that because if you do not want to spend platinum to buy these aberrant pets, then there is a way which is actually going to take a lot of time, but yes, you can do it. I will get into that as well. Familiar quality. Familiar have four quality levels: common, magic, rare, and legendary. Each rarity of familiar indicate the level and strength of passive trait and the familiar possesses. So the stronger quality they have, the more strong attributes they are going to get. Ordinary familiar can be common. Ordinary familiars can be common, magic, rare, while aberrant familiar have the potential to be all four types of rarity. Yeah, that is true. Summoning table. Once you obtain a summoning contract, use the summoning table in Niza shop to summon your familiar. Using the summoning table, assign the kind of familiar unique active skill and passive skill which are assigned but not yet available. So you can try to get the skills that are not yet available, I guess, but I have to see that by myself. I have seen it, but I am still kind of confused there, as well as attributes and stats. If you purchase a level 30 familiar at Niza's shop, the outcome are a little different. The familiar type is already assigned upon purchase, as is the unique active skill attributes and states. Strays are assigned immediately as the purchase familiar is already level 30. and this is going to be mending here. Mending starts after level 30, and as you can see, these are the traits that they come with, and this is a higher quality trait here. And when you are going to mend them together, their stats and traits are also going to be combined, and you are going to then get this screen here. Also get the option to select the traits that you actually are looking for. So the game is going to make sure that you will not going to just can get random uh, traits out of these mending systems. So you will still have the option to select which eligible skills that you want to keep, and also which pet you want to keep after the mending, and the other one is going to be imbued, if I am saying it right, going to be imbued into that. So there is this option, and it doesn't cost anything here, so it's good. Then this is what it looks like. These are the attributes. Family trait is this, and these are the familiar skills. So there we go. We will have a lot of control there. And then there is a family conversion, which require you to have 3 familiars of level 30. The quality can be anything, and you will have these stones to make sure that you don't actually loses the higher quality skills that your familiars possesses. And my guess is these legend conversion stones are not free. You have to purchase them, as you can see here. It is just at the side of the platinum, so you might have to purchase that to use, and make sure that you do not use your rare quality skills in the process, because this is going to be a completely randomized system, allowing you to have a chance of getting the aberrant familiars. But to have that, you need 3 level 30 familiars, and the higher rare quality they have, the more chance of getting the aberrant pet, I guess. Yeah, but anyways, I am going to read that for you guys. You can convert familiars of all type, or select 3 different familiar to convert. Converting your familiar generate new trait, and can sometimes create an aberrant familiars. Once you have 3 aberrant familiar for conversion and spare platinum, you can convert 3 aberrant familiar for a chance at an aberrant familiar with the legendary traits. So then you can have the legendary traits here, which are the strongest, and that is only going to happen after when you have 3 aberrant familiar. But first you get the aberrant familiar. When you have 3 aberrant familiar, then you will get the legendary traits. Voila, and it costs 2000 platinum as well, so it is quite long process. So here we go. Hopefully I covered everything here quickly, but there are a lot of layers, and since monsters are also going to drop those contract thingy for us to craft or make those summons, I hope we will be able to do it just by farming. But anyway, this is everything for the pets, and I will get into the other stuff really soon. But anyways, if you guys have any question, do let me know in the video comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye, guys.